Hello, my name is Jörg Ziesmann. I'm Head of Sales for Point Solutions in DACH and Eastern Europe. We want to speak today about the efficient small part storage system for our customer Siemens here in Chemnitz. And we are very glad that Siemens is also here and we can present the solution.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction, Jörg, and I'd like to welcome you as well. Now I would like to say some words about myself. My name is Björn Erler, as mentioned. I'm head of inbound logistics in Chemnitz. I work for Siemens since 11 years in different positions in the logistics departments. At the moment, my team consists of about 40 persons in 3 different sites in Chemnitz, and our main goal is to prepare the material for our production. And now I'd like to switch over to slide 2. Let's do it.
It's now on.
Okay. On the left side, you can see what we are doing in Chemnitz. We develop control cabinets with a wide range of raw materials, starting with small electronic components up to big housings for control cabinets. To do that, we use 23,000 square meters of production facilities and about 10,000 square meters of logistics facilities or storage facilities. On the middle and on the right side, you can see some pictures and more information by our AutoStore system. Since 2020, we use the AutoStore system, which was realized by Dematic. And we pick up 6,500 material positions per day in a 2-shift system. So we still have, we still have the possibility to increase the number of material positions we pick today. And our system provides 45,000 boxes, which are divided in up to 8 compartments. And together we store about 30,000 material numbers in our AutoStore system at the moment. And now I'd like to switch over again.
Thank you. Maybe also some words about Dematic. Dematic is one of the leaders for automation in intralogistics. We have more than 10,000 employees globally, more than 4,000 employees in EMEA. We are active in more than in 25 countries, and for the AutoStore itself, we have deployed 119 systems globally. We are one of the global integrators of AutoStore, and we classify our solutions usually into 3 different categories. So we are starting also at manual solutions, like here the flow racks with a pick-by-light solution. And we can go also to medium automated solutions. Here is, as a blueprint, the AutoStore, but could be also a very integrated AutoStore with conveyors, with a hybrid warehouse, with AMRs, with mobile sortation, with the piece picking robots, what we all deploy by ourselves. We have sometimes a partner there, which we use. For example, we have strategic partnerships with Covariant, and also, like for AutoStore, as it's not our own product. And you can see here, for the fully automated, also highway warehouse, and this is then, for example, our own production. We are part of the Kion group. Kion is here. We are also together with Still. Also, Lindy is part of the Kion group. With the Kion group, we are 40,000 or more than 40,000 employees globally. We are there active in 100 countries, and because of that, we have also a very broad service network throughout all countries in Europe, and therefore also very short reaction times and a very good spare parts supply if a system runs. And this brings me also to my next slide, how a project is usually done. Also here, tailored for Siemens in Chemnitz. So the solution development, so the concepting, the layouting, the data crunching took about 3 to 4 months to get from the first data to the solution. The solution here was an AutoStore because of the footprint, because of the articles, because we have here also quite a small bin, the 220 millimeter bin in the height. And we have here the conveyors from the inbound to the AutoStore directly via a transfer cell. And we have for the picking, picked by light. So as Björn mentioned, there are up to 8 compartments, and the operator at the picking board knows then from which compartment he or she has to pick. The project implementation took about 8 months, so this varies heavily from project to project. More complex projects can also take up to 2 years or even longer. There, the project engineering is, the manufacturing takes place, the installation, the commissioning, the testing in the end, and the go live and the final acceptance. And then the service starts here, the lifecycle services. We have sites that run over 40 years with cranes, with the standard mini load, also for the hybrid warehouse. So Dematic exists for over 200 years. I think it's the oldest intralogistics company in the world. And there we have the field support, we have the hotline support, we have residential maintenance, we have a hybrid system of residential maintenance and online support, so remote support. And we have for sure our maintenance cycles that everything runs also smoothly and properly. Also with the predictive maintenance that we see, okay, maybe some parts could break because the robot has run also already X kilometers, and we see out of our experience, out of our data, that there could be an error upcoming, so we also interfere there. Now we want to show a video that you know what we are talking about here in Chemnitz, and it's about 3 minutes long. If it works.
Siemens in Chemnitz, Germany produce control cabinets for all types of different customers, including Dematic. To improve the production supply of small parts, Siemens opted for an AutoStore system from Dematic. Incoming packages are scanned and transported to the upper level via a lift. The conveyor system consists of 2 levels. In the upper level, incoming goods are randomly distributed to the workstations. The lower level brings empty AutoStore bins to the workstations. From here, the filled AutoStore bin is transported to the AutoStore system via a conveyor line. Each AutoStore bin is then weight checked. In the transfer cells, bins can be retrieved and picked up in one process. We're now here at the AutoStore system. The AutoStore itself is located within an area of 760 square meters and holds 45,000 bins. This is an optimally condensed warehouse that is contained within an aluminum frame. You can see the robots moving on top, digging out boxes independently and transporting them to the port where an employee can take them out. The advantage of the AutoStore system is the maximum consolidation of the warehouse footprint. You can see this nicely here. The bins are close together and directly on top of each other. The system itself is organized in a decentralized way. If a robot breaks down, the system continues to run. Manufacturing puts a demand message into our software system. We translate this message into our Siemens software, which we've integrated to operate the AutoStore, ensuring bins are requested at the right time to the right port. This means that an employee loads an order as a work list. Then the items are to be distributed to the individual robots. The robots fetch the bins from the grid and present the items to the port one after the other. This process allows the employee to continue to carry out his picking work in the classic way. The small parts are picked into a container, which is then delivered to the production area.
Okay, on this slide you can see our whole inbound process. You already got some information in the last video. point 1 is our area where the deliveries arrive us, and from that point, telescopic conveyor brings the material up in the first floor to save some ground, so all materials are brought to the first floor. On the first floor, there is our goods receipt. We do the goods receipt booking there, and we pack the boxes, the AutoStore boxes in this area. And with the third point, all our materials go with the conveyor into our AutoStore system, which is the fourth point. And of course, the other side of the system is the fifth point, where we have 5 places, so-called picking ports, where we work with 2 shifts, in each shift with 5 persons. Most of our material is picked for production orders with 20 up to 450 material positions. And now I'd like to sum up my slides. We are really happy with the system and the project work with Dematic. And after 3 years in operation, we think about expanding the systems by more than 18,000 extra boxes. And of course, there are also some more plans for the future in connection to the AutoStore. For example, pick by light system or pick by robot. And yeah, some information about the project is also the most important challenge for us in the time starting with AutoStore was the whole topic fire protection. If you think about introducing AutoStore, it's really important to start this topic early. But of course, there are also big benefits for us with the system. The first advantage is the high space utilization level. As we already heard in the video, we just need 760 square meters. Earlier, by using a manual system, we need more than double the ground area, more than 1,500 square meters for the same number of boxes. And the second big advantage for us is the doubling of the pick rate. With our manual system, we pick around 40 positions per person and per hour, and now we are around 90 positions in 1 hour per person. So it's really great for us to have the AutoStore system since almost 3 years in Chemnitz. Yeah, and now I'd like to hand over again.
Thank you. Yeah, the last slide, just very briefly. We have here usually relatively high capital expenditures investments, so really high upfront investments. But we can also offer robot as a service that if you have a very high peak period, usually for a Cyber Monday or Black Friday, you can have it for 30 robots or X robots just for your peak. Also, leasing could be an option that we offer through our Key on Financial Services, that you have only monthly payments, and you can decide later on if you really want to buy the system or if you want to return it back to us. And we make sure that a different customer will get it in the end. And also pay-per-pick, that we charge you a bin fee and that you pay only this bin fee. And without any CapEx investments, it could be also a hybrid model, but generally that you have only a fee per bin presentation. Yeah, thanks a lot, Björn, that you've been here. We have also a booth with Still. We are very happy to then also go into the details and answer every questions. And thank you for your attention.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your presentation. Let's just answer a few questions from the audience. How accurate are simulations compared to the reality?
Yeah, as I mentioned, we don't have big problems, and the most important advantage is if you have a problem with one robot, there's just one robot missing, and you can work on without any troubles. So yeah, we are quite happy.
And maybe to add there, we have plus minus 2 to 3% from a simulation to the real simulator live test, what we do for testing.
Also, there is another interesting question. What was the original and what is the new pick rate?
Manual system around 40 picks per hour, and now around 90 picks per hour per person.
Gentlemen, again, thank you very much for your presentation. And let's continue with another one. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.